shut my drawers here so that it doesn't look quite so bad. And you can see a few more of the things that I've brought back. For example, the fan there is from Thailand, and it depicts a nature scene also of waterfalls. And this little painting over here was from India. The boxes are from Syria. And so it just talks. And here's another wall hanging hand-painted from India. As we walk around a little bit further, we find a few remnants here from China, from Italy, from Bolivia, up on top there, the wall hangings. And I am going to have to stop here. My client is here now.
You know I can be found sitting home all alone. If you can't come around, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel to who heart is true. Baby, if I made you mad for something I might have said, please don't forget my past. The future looks bright ahead. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't stop thinking of me. Don't make me feel this way. Come on over here and love me. You know what I want you to say. Don't be cruel to who heart is true. Why should we be apart? I really love you, baby, cross my heart. Let's walk up to the preacher and let's say I do. Then you'll know you'll have me, and I know that I'll have you. Don't be cruel to who heart is true. I don't want no other love, oh baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel to who heart is true. Don't be cruel to who heart is true. Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah, yeah. Well, my hand is shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own two feet. Who do you think of when you have such luck? I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah. Well, please don't ask me what's on my mind. I'm a little mixed up, but I feel fine when I'm near the girl that I love best. My heart beats so it scares me to death. When she touches my hand, oh, what a chill I got. Her lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah. My tongue gets tied when I try to speak. My inside shake like a leaf on a tree. There's only one cure for this body of mine. That's to have that girl and a love so fine. She touched my hand and what a chill I got. Her lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah. Hey, I'm all shook up.
Memphis, Tennessee.
And we're very pleased to have you visit. We wanted to hear more about East Germany. And you can compare East Germany with West Germany, and also East Germany now with what it was before, which is very interesting to us.
Memphis is right on the Mississippi River. Practically, we think of it as practically the center of the United States, although it really isn't. And as you saw when you drove across it, it's one of the world's great rivers. It's the Mississippi River, where it passes Memphis, may be anywhere from 200 meters wide to 2 kilometers wide, depending on the time of year and the pattern of rain and snow upstream. Yeah.
Of course, this summer they had great floods on the Mississippi River and on the Missouri River too, so that many people had to leave their homes. And then when they came back, they had terrible messes to clean up. I think it would have been wonderful to be in the carpet business, because so many people had to remove their carpets and put in new.
Yeah, the flooding was well north of here. At this point, the area that they allow the river to flood, the area between the levees, the area between the levees is very, very wide, a couple of kilometers wide. So we didn't have trouble at Memphis this year.
It's a couple of kilometers beyond where the Mississippi normally stops. Right. I mean, the Mississippi itself must be almost a kilometer wide itself.
Yeah. So as you drive down to New Orleans, you'll have to cut over to the river a few times and see if you can get a look at the levee system.
You see, the Mississippi River drains most of the North American continent. It drains about 2/3 of the United States and some of Canada. But that may not be more than 1/3 of the whole continent. I don't know.
Yeah. So I think you've done the usual in Memphis. That is to say, the first thing on the list was Elvis Presley. Very well. We were delighted a couple of years ago when we had some German SERVAS visitors who announced they'd come to Memphis because they wanted to go down into North Mississippi and see the home of William Faulkner,
who is a writer that does very, very fine writing.
Yeah. But other than that, we have a very big civil rights museum, because this was the city where Martin Luther King was assassinated. It's an exceptionally good museum on the history of the American civil rights movement.
Yeah, it's on the site where he was assassinated, and the room he slept in is preserved just as it was when he was there, including, I think, even a tray with food on it, or at least fake food.
Yeah.
And they have the balcony he stood on at the time he was shot. But they also have a great many things telling. Well, for example, they have a bus that you can go into, and it tells you, now move to the back, as they used to tell all the blacks. And due to Martin Luther King and his efforts, and others, blacks can now sit wherever they wish to on the bus. That kind of thing. They have a very multimedia approach to the museum there, and it's very, very well done.
We also have a nice museum with the unfortunate name, the Mud Island Museum, but a good history of steamboat traffic on the river, and a nice, a rather remarkable architectural model of the whole lower Mississippi River that's about 5 city blocks long, I think.
And a great delight to children who manage to accidentally fall into the water with considerable frequency.
Yes. Fun to watch.
You know how kids are. They can accidentally do a lot of things they'd like to do.
Yeah. We haven't gotten to travel around Eastern Germany itself very much. We've managed to visit West Berlin as SERVAS visitors a few times, and one trip that took us through a lot of Western Germany.
Well, I told him today about how we'd gone to Potsdam,
right.
And your remark was, this was in June, just before they unified the Eastern and Western German marks, 1st of July. And your remark was?
It was the first time I'd ever seen a whole country having a going out of business sale.
And you agreed with this. He said he'd gotten a marvelous pair of shoes that would normally cost $100 or more for $5 during this going out of business sale.
Yeah, oh, that was ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I take it they're not going out of business now. They're just having economic troubles as we are, only yours are much more severe.
Okay, I don't know how much more you want. Is that enough?
At birth, Mom and Papa call their little boy Ned. They raise him on the bank Papa jumped to his feet. Already Mama's cooking Papa something to eat. At 5:30, he's ready to go. He jumps in his Piro, headed down the bayou. He got the fishing line strung across the Louisiana River. Gotta catch a big fish for us to eat. Setting traps in the swamps, catching anything he can. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. Muskrat's cousin, got him out drying in the hot, hot sun. Tomorrow Papa's gonna turn him into mud. Fishing line strung across the Louisiana River. Gotta catch a big fish for us to eat. Setting traps in the swamps, catching anything he can. I gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. I gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. Hey, that tasso and that boudin with that Tabasco, les conditions. I can hardly wait until tomorrow comes around. That's the day my Papa take his first trip down. Papa promised me that I can go, even let me see a cowboy show. You're the sweetest daydream that I've ever known. I keep you on my mind the whole day through. If I can't hold you in my arms, I'll hold you in my heart until this lovely daydream can come true. Daydreaming with you on my mind, thinking about you, waiting for the time till my arms can hold you and I'll make you mine. Daydreaming all the time. I gazed into my daydreams, a picture came to me. No scene with all its splendor could compare.
Louisiana, one of the most southern parts he's been to. It's hot, muggy, humid, awful weather. He got to see some swamp flies, which invaded his car. The car is still wearing them. He also got to see a beautiful green gate mar up his driver's side mirror. We did finally get the paint off so he can return the rental car, without an extra fee or charge. And he also got to explore the city, which I can't even tell you about since I've only been down St. Charles Street and part of the central part of New Orleans since I just got here recently also. I got to see my beautiful, lovely apartment, this one-bedroom studio, all in one kind of apartment, no central lights, one TV station. And he's learning basically how to use an answering machine. A new and fun kind of concept. It's totally newfangled for him. He believes that I'm here if the phone is busy, but he found out also if the answer machine is answering someone else's call, that doesn't always mean I'm here. he also got to see my hospital by accident, which was a total mix-up or misunderstanding, but it's kind of funny now.
Charity hospital?
Beautiful charity hospital.
You like it?
It has its downside, but it supposedly was built in the 1700s by some Frenchman that owned it and finally sold it to the States in 1800, probably around the Louisiana Purchase time. Anyhow, and let me think what else he got. He got to go on a swamp ride, get to see an alligator, and the French Quarters, which I still haven't been to, and ride our trolley system, which they call streetcars here, and Mario calls trams. And other than that, there's not much more. He hasn't tried out the pool yet or any of the other things in my apartment building. But he does love my beautiful air conditioning, which keeps things nice and cool until he walks outside in this beautiful 30-degree, muggy and hot, humid kind of weather. Other than that, does it make sense to you? I think so, and I think that would conclude it. Is that okay for you? Yes. Oh, Mario wants me to speak about tourists and how they're actually, American tourists are not really like they seem in Europe when they go over there. We're not actually loud, obnoxious, fat, overgrown kind of people that speak so loud that you can hear them for at least 5 kilometers or more. We don't all speak with this loud and obnoxious top voice like that, which you find in some of the other central parts of the United States, mostly southern and western areas speaking like that. The women aren't all grumpy and obnoxious and telling their husbands, oh, shut up over there. And we don't all own these big camcorders there. They're monstrosities that you can spot a mile away. Trying to think, what else did you want me to say?
SERVAS.
Oh, and SERVAS. Service organization seems quite interesting. It seems like a very good way to travel. Obviously, I'm not part of it because I'm clueless to most of it. But from what I've seen from the films, they are well-traveled people, very well-spoken.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't call them your stereotypical type Americans. And he got to see through this, I'd say, parts of Chicago which I haven't been able to see.
Oh, yeah.
I will probably see Memphis on my way back from Louisiana up to my area. And I got to see parts of the United States that I've already been lucky enough. In fact, most of everything on the East Coast that I've seen, he got to see. And I know most people from the United States don't see more further than their backyard. So it's really a good experience altogether, and an economical way to travel at that. Is that good enough for you? Yes?
Yes, but never enough.
And try it again.
German and telephone and what do you want?
You want me to... Ich spreche nicht Deutsch. But Mario doesn't believe me that I don't speak any German. If I call, I'm supposed to say, darf ich bitte Mario sprechen? And he wants me to speak German. I have no idea what to say. I'm not going to say, ich bin Hunger und Durst or anything like that. Since I was, ich bin Hunger und Durst.
No problem. You will get something.
I'm not hungry. It's okay. But he wants me to speak German. I have no idea what to say in German, let alone English. In English, my name is pronounced Margot Wagner. But in German, I believe it's pronounced Margot Wagner. Anything else?
Whatever you want.
What else?
What do you want?
Lead me.
Kiss me quick while we still have this feeling. Hold me close and never let me go. because I love you so. Love you so, love you so. Kiss me quick and make my heart go crazy. Never see a girl like my Florida lady. Time goes drifting by when the sun goes down. It calls up the southern nights. For the first time I feel so totally free. I'll never be lonely again. 'Cause I'm finally here in the place I belong. Together, a heart and a home. You can cross the ocean, but you'll never see a girl like my Florida lady. You can sail the river to the very end. Get a hold on line. Destiny's waiting and calling your name. 'Cause it doesn't get better than love in the Florida lady. There were people I tried to believe in, but the same old thing happened again and again. I just couldn't win. And she came along and she reached out to me. I learned what realities were. And little by little I started to find that I could believe in her. Yeah! You can cross the ocean, but you'll never see a girl like my Florida lady. You can sail the river to the very end. Get a hold on life. Take a trip down the wind, where destiny's waiting and calling your name. 'Cause it doesn't get better than love in the Florida lady. In the Florida lady. You can cross the ocean, but you never see a girl like my Florida lady. You can sail the river to the very end. Get a hold on life. You can cross the ocean, but you never see a girl like my Florida lady. You can sail the river to the very end. Get a hold on life. Madman drummers, bombers, Indians in the summer, teenage diplomats. In the dumps where the mums of the adolescent pumps his way into his eyes. With a boulder on my shoulder, feeling kinda older, trip the merry-go-round. With his very unpleasing sneezing and wheezing, the Calliope crashed to the ground. She was blinded by the light, drank up like a deuce.
Mario. You came to visit me in Orlando, and this is our front yard with the Centennial Fountain and the city skyline behind you. It's not a very big city, but it's very pretty. And I just want to say to you that when you get back home and you're looking at this tape, that I only met you for a couple of days, but in that short of a time, you really gave me an opportunity to appreciate what I have and what I've grown up with and what I may have taken for granted. When you talk to me about traveling and not being able to travel and what a joy it is to you, you really made me think of the freedom that I have in my country, and I thank you for that. I think that was a gift that you gave me and didn't even know. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your trip, and I hope you are able to get to the Keys since it's not really warm here. These were special made-to-Mario order days that we ordered up for you. So enjoy the rest of your visit, and I hope you're able to come and visit many more times. Okay? All right.
I'm from Orlando, Florida. Hosted Mario this week, a few days, and he's been enjoying Disney World. I work at Epcot Center. Perhaps you saw me in the Voices of Liberty. Today he'll be visiting the Disney MGM Studios and the Magic Kingdom later today, perhaps. In comparison to the Disneyland Magic Kingdom, it's much bigger and much better. The weather should be very good for him today, a high in Fahrenheit degrees of 76, and then later on this weekend it'll be getting down into some colder temperatures, Fahrenheit about 43 for a low. So hope you had a good time here, Mario, and I will maybe see you sometime on SERVAS on your side of the world over in Germany. So take care, bye-bye.
Thank you.
We bring God's peace now, God's peace. We bring on top of your intent. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. We'll face unafraid the plans that we made. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Just walking in a winter wonderland.
And now we see GC as one of the voices of liberty. Look at GC just now. That's GC. Really. Look now.
Walking in
Pretty Woman heißt hier in Orlando nicht Julia Roberts, sondern Lisa Roberts.
Pretty woman, won't you pardon me, pretty woman? I couldn't help but see, pretty woman, that you look lovely as can be. Are you lonely just like me? Pretty woman, stop a while. Pretty woman, talk a while. Pretty woman, give your smile to me. Pretty woman, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty woman, look my way. Pretty woman, say you'll stay with me. 'Cause I need you, I'll treat you right. Come with me, baby, be mine tonight. Pretty woman, don't walk on by. Pretty woman, don't make me cry. Pretty woman, don't walk away. Hey, okay. If that's the way it must be, okay. I guess I'll go on home, it's late. There'll be tomorrow night, but wait, what do I see? Is she walking back to me? Yes, she's walking back to me. Oh,
maybe
Why?
once every other month. Maybe.
Only for SERVAS guests, or?
I've never had a SERVAS guest. I wouldn't count on doing it for SERVAS guests. It just, I was in the grocery store and I saw this fresh garlic bread and I thought, well, I could buy some pasta already made and I could buy some